The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
Play one, and Prescott to the air. He finds his man, Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Second down, Pollard again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. As we take a peek at the Oklahoma State product, their quarterback, Mason Rudolph.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Rudolph. A short one there to Freiermuth. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now on 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Taken from just outside the 30. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Play action now. Prescott. Quick throw there is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Now Austin. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. Rudolph looking to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area. So it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the 1st. So we've hit halftime here in what obviously is a very fast-moving first half of play. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the 3rd quarter we march. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the 2nd half gets underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Now Rudolph. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
They're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now in Pittsburgh as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Now Prescott. That is caught. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And that is ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
After review the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you can punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And set to take the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Rudolph. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL. So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. First throw in overtime for Rudolph. That's to Freiermuth. He's got room past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now Rudolph. And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on third down.
And here in overtime, that had the potential to be the definition of a game-changing interception. But he couldn't find a way to pull it in. And that's a disappointment there.
Throwing here, Rudolph. He's got Pickens complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target. Able to pick up another first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. On the give, it's Warren. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Rudolph looking to throw it. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. It's 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Prescott, a short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
To throw, Prescott. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Dak. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Ferguson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Here's Dak. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And how about that? In a game that's had just about everything, how's that for an answer? Remember, in the past, this game would be over already. But that's a huge play there to give them a fighting chance to go down and possibly tie this game.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running